The United States Senate has passed a budget for the federal government for next year. I expect the House of Representatives, which is controlled also by the Democratic Party, to concur in the Senate's proposal. I voted against the budget, and I wanted to explain to the people in Louisiana why. Number one, this budget was basically put together by three people: Senator McConnell in the Senate, Senator Schumer in the Senate, and Speaker Pelosi in the House. But more to the point, here's the main reason I voted against the budget. Inflation. As I've said before, inflation is ravaging the American dream. It's a cancer on the American dream. And we're not going to get control of it until Congress stops spending so much money. Congress, in order to get control of inflation, has got to spend less money. We've got to slow the rate of growth of spending and debt. Now, look, I'm not naive. There are many people here in Washington, not just on the Democratic side. There are many big government Republicans as well. And their attitude is we can't possibly spend enough money. If they ran out of money to spend and couldn't borrow any more, they would think about taking out a reverse mortgage on Alaska to get the money. But there are enough Republicans on the Capitol Hill for us to be able to slow the rate of growth of spending. And this bill didn't do that. Now, here's what it came down to. Given my objective, and what I think ought to be our objective, slow the rate of growth in spending and debt accumulation so we could stop inflation. The question becomes, also given that we've got to have a budget to run the federal government, what's the best way to achieve the best budget? Do we sit down and do it now, or do we wait until we have a majority of Republicans in the House of Representatives? And I said all along we should wait. I mean, here's what it comes down to. Would you rather have Nancy Pelosi decide what the federal budget is going to be, or would you rather wait until he's sworn in as Speaker of the House and have Kevin McCarthy? And that to me is a no-brainer. And there was never any doubt in my mind that the prudent decision in terms of controlling spending was to wait for Kevin McCarthy instead of allowing Speaker Pelosi to make the decision. You got to ask yourself why Senator Schumer and Speaker Pelosi were so desperate to pass this budget now. And believe me, they were desperate to pass this budget. I'll tell you why I think they were so desperate: because they didn't want to wait for a Republican House of Representatives. And I think that's what we should have done, and that's why I voted no.